and a ginger ale to wash down the meals. I also offered one kind of soup every day, plus turkey and veggie burgers, a couple of wraps and sandwiches, and a Caesar salad on the regular menu. Customers could also order breakfast all day long, until we closed at 2:30. With such a small crew and kitchen, I stuck to the first 2 meals of the day. And today Turner was off. Tuesday tended to be our slowest, customer-wise. Turner was taking 1 class per semester at a new culinary institute in Bloomington, the university town in the next county. The class was held on Tuesdays, and I told him Dana and I could manage without him for a day. After I finished the turkey burger order and delivered it, I filled the hamburger plates and carried them over to Tanisha and Bashir, a couple holding hands at their table. They were staying in one of my B&B rooms upstairs, and had said they were on their honeymoon. "Enjoy your meal," I smiled at them. They looked more or less my age, of 29. Geez, that meant I'd be 30 next May, which was kind of hard to believe. "Thanks, Robbie. We love it here," Tanisha said in a clipped accent that pegged her as being from Minnesota, or maybe North Dakota. "I'm glad. I do too." Despite being a native mid-coast Californian, I did love the distinct seasons and the relaxed pace of life in southern Indiana. Southlake was nestled in the hills of scenic Brown County, so I could get a strenuous workout when I took my bicycle on the roads to work off the stresses of being a solo entrepreneur. I turned back to the grill. The cowbell hanging from the heavy old front door jangled as a tall man younger than me walked in, with light brown skin flushed from the cold. He closed the door, but stood with a tentative air, gazing around as if searching for something, or someone. I'd never seen him before. "Welcome," I called. "Are you here to eat? You can sit anywhere, and we'll be right with you." I walked toward him, rubbing my hands on my apron. "I'm Robbie Jordan. This is my store and restaurant." "Thanks." He didn't smile, and a tick beat at the corner of a brown eye. He was slender, over 6 feet tall, and his short-cropped dark golden hair was as curly as his dark lashes, almost kinky, in fact. A chin-strap beard lined his jaw, and he looked to be in his mid-20s. Does somebody named Dana work here?" When his voice shook, he cleared his throat. "Dana Beetle?" At that moment, Dana emerged from the restroom. I glanced her way. Was this guy on the up and up? He looked innocent enough, and was clearly nervous. But strangers coming in and asking for Dana, who had only last month turned 21, made me nervous too. And who might you be? I found something a little familiar looking about him, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Or maybe he was the cause of my uneasy woo-woo feeling a little earlier. "My name is Marcus Vandermeer. Can I please talk to her?" His gaze followed Dana to the kitchen area where she donned a clean apron. "That's Dana, isn't it? I would have known her anywhere." "What?" Well, what could go wrong in a public place like this in broad daylight? "Yes, it is Dana." I waved her over. When she drew close, I said, "This gentleman would like to speak with you." She cocked her head, her reddish-blonde dreadlocks covered today in a red and green scarf in honor of the Christmas season. "Hi, I'm Dana." My assistant, almost as tall as Marcus, held out her hand to him. He took a deep breath and blew it out, then took her hand in both of his. "I'm Marcus, and I'm so glad to meet you. I've been looking for you." "You have?" She scrunched up her nose. "Why?" "I'm your half-brother." Chapter 2. Dana gaped at Marcus. You're what? I don't have a brother." She slid her hand out of his, frowning. "I'm an only child. Always have been." I stared at him. Had Dana's late father, whom